She's in the person of Mrs. Irene Tie-Doe. Ajari, good morning.
Good morning.
Bajo last week, I say with the things to consider before getting married. Yabo bo nyamaso bebre, yabo finance, yabo people's sex life, your readiness for marriage and all. Yabo boss, and it was something really educative, if I may say, because I'm on they were making reference to all the things we were hitting on. So let's say mental preparedness, we made mention of that, financial, physical, and sexual. And then and I say we'll do a little bit of a recap to whatever we said last week. Now Twaso with what we have for today.
Let us say, Uncle George, and Betcha etiafo nso. It is one day to say why you are doing and so. Yasan Bishia when any. MCB for the sake of a beer or more, I feel no more joining in.
Yeah.
A baby boss of a crabby. Yeah. It's near a chest as a woman, a warrior. A dick and always sees you one cassa woman. Wouldn't pan out as a warrior, or so sees you. It's now sees you who not many so. Say one pomo Jania, they're not one cassa, so when you why you move about mental preparation, why you move now, why you move at the whole fine out to me, a moon near Yenny. I feel so emotional. What I think I will. Say now, would see Jeff in your mouth. I feel the social preparation now. Then I only for a drink it home. And I wear the type. Men Konamena, they are be more penny pack into a good school near that from anti so. So anti social better than only be aquafa at the office or warren. It is Hanyaman, I will say, O'Shea, said there be a one cassa. Obetion was a sexual preparation, and also one cassa no saying, and on whom say about Obemani or Bankita would be saying, and I would name, and what says you home. And I mean, sex no, it's not a Christopher 24 years no. A GD chair said, just our warrior answer.
Yes.
You know, be a desire in Shemono. And Tino, I was so to me show so you'll be out to be show so. It's as I think, can I never know near the Maya home. I didn't every day, send it back. And Tino, also to me show so, said the bear, obey to me a desire, and you must like a can you be brave, and so I'm raining Tino. And I fail so. That's it. I feel so sick as semono. Obi baby say na odo na obedi. It don't mean for odo nkwa ware. Or say we obi a wo adwuma bi a wo ya. E di sika ba wonsem. Se na be a obetimi abo aware mu abra. E say wo nya ware pra. O so kope baby a obetena. E dan we high dan ni ade. Nti ni nyina ye sika sem. Nti untumi nka se wo ware wo bra wo nsesi wo sika fam. E na de na atwa to ye huhumu afemu. O say nipa ye huhum ne honam.
Yeah.
Man is spirit and body. It is a ba aware mu nso a. O say utumi siesie ho e wo huhum. Said e be ya, nti no no wo be hwe obi a wo kwaware no nso ne huhum ono wo mache.
Yeah.
It is how ye Christo ni a po bi ono so so nyame. O ye kremoni a po bi ono so eji aladi. Because untumi nware with different faith and so ya na de betime ho aseba aware mu. Nti hwe be bi a wo gidie wo. Ene huhum be bi a wabe na pe obi a ono so mache e wo huhum. Na afemu mienu no because Yakopon de o no ho. Onyo no ba ko pe yire na ma na emu mo be guide o. Enana se kunu no. Nti na wo se sunsun so usiesie wo very very important. O when siesie wo sunsun a abrabo ne yembo honam ani so pe. Yebo sunsun ani honam ase nipa ye honam eno ye sunsun.
Yeah.
Nti se e ka ne sa na te se ye de anano nyame che ya ye hia ye ne de no beba ye beba no tofa afa ho.
Okay.
Na afa ya hwene basic steps in choosing a spouse. Basic steps. Kwan ya ye fa so e de hwehwe hokafo seba aware mu a. I will say, yeah, bro, for your can be said, God gives bears a web. Yamema enoma eduane a umbedi. Na mom nyame onfa ade ne nkɔhye ɔmo nsa. Enoma na na ye de ɔmo kɔhwehwɛ. Nyame abɔ ɔmo eduane ɛwɔ wiem. Ba anoma na wɔsɔ kɔhwehwɛ eduane a obedi. Nyame emfa eduane ne mehye
anoma ne nsa.
Sanso na se ba ne se ye hwehwɛ your life partner. Erade de o partner no osiesie no ho. Berade enkokukuru no emfa no embrewo. O se wan kasa na wo se utu ho anamo. Na saa anamo no e na ye adwuma ewo saa ade a obeye hu. Aye se uti fie na wo pe aduane adi. Uti ho aduane no nye de emma. Di utu anamo kwa obontin ko to aduane no aba bedi. Nti erade so ahyehye wo life partner ma. Na emoma wo se wo ye adwuma. Adwuma ne se wo kwohwehwe no. Now the good news says when you seek you find.
Yeah.
So wo kwohwehwe na obeden ubehu. Nti no de di kan e wo se wan kasa na wo so aware no. O start say wo bo aware ho mpaye. Say de ogidi e kire wo na so wo bo aware ho because medical catcher ye honam ni sunsun. Nti no wontimi fa honam nkwa aware mu. Nti wo bo ho mpaye a wo bo aware ho mpaye na erade so esiesie. Na o ma wa kwanche na de akwohwehwe. Na these are some of the ways I will bet me share a life partner. But on it, your friend be in psychology, self-think.
Self-think.
Say me anka sameti wana me dream. Self-talk, self-talk.
Okay.
Me ameti wana make a kabibi or my dream. Eti ebi amaso aware ana me ye krado. Say me say me mama aware.
Yeah.
Edi na ekoso my dream. Ebi a me pe bema. Say me your by to make us say me pe bema or yet tin or so wa or so nyame. So Sanya never cost for my dream.
Yes.
Any a friend is self-talk. Because want to make us be cry because also pay you know me child, and I can say mammy bibiara. Into also to me who near open.
Yeah.
And then your friend is self-talking to do the kind dream. Bema bena or bar bena me pese meneno bra.
Okay.
Into when you are doing the self-talk, obesity baby yes self-talk. It is a Mishawa. I will seize the things I'm looking for in you. Also nia ona also jeno. Ube hu mi mu. And I bet me a draw ye together. But you wanna she knew what dream on. Unhu nia nyame ahyehya ma okra unhu no. Because you don't have any self-talk, you are just there. It's a non to me more with you.
Okay.
In the first thing you have to do self-talk. But then the self-talk should not be standard. Self-talk na home common na wudi wa dream say be ma say na me pe oba say na me pe osonya me ni ade eno enye susu dua Emma choosing the partner. It's just a guide. Don't let it become a standard, because if it becomes a standard, and then sometimes you may say I want this, but that's not the will of God for you. And it's a God will bring you your partner, but you miss it. Because old money is so dear, it becomes a problem. Say me nyampe maten say grandma, me worry. Meanwhile, na ebi ananya me the chimu pono fo se bema bia ode ba wa no nwa. Na so no bema weni aje abrabom. It's no nyame de nipa kra wo hu, because enya no na wo say. But the self-talk is only to guide you. Okay. It shouldn't be a standard. Having done your self-talk, where do we shop for life partner? Because now we life partner. We go shopping.
Okay.
Just like open shirt asha. You go out into the shop and look for the type of shirt you want to wear. And in marriage is looking for, we go for shopping.
For shopping.
Yeah, we have market for seeking partners, shopping for partners. And so where do we get these partners? One can be group date. Say you walk MYF and now you walk a Kobimu.
Yeah.
Now you see, you call out, you call picnic near there. It's one market of one place for shopping.
Okay.
And see, as we go, we interact, you go do your games, you picnic near there, and I'm shame.
Okay.
Now we should shape.
Yeah.
Do moody agron, we should be a beer. The way I was sick, I cannot, and walk a car, I'll grow it, if you say, Ludu near bois. Your chin, how does he react? That's Nibufu. You know, you look at all these things because honestly, So she will be a ne. Now catch us as me see. If I say me worry won't you know. Young co outer. Nipa no best started or counseling the other side.
Never be at it.
Because you know positive side and negative side.
Yeah.
And found wherever you are. And you know, when you catch us all payment, I will worry me. I'm saying so me power. When you said the other side of me, no, me that
yeah.
And you know, we counseling. And you know, Abra ya call normal group data. Ye diagram they na made me to for na me. And say, I may fast hand your money in diagram. When you go out for group data, take it very serious. Especially one warrior. Nipa no so be winning the game. Now, how does it nibu fu? Or 3? Does it take it calmly? Then you see say nipa me no. So one place is that. So you meet the opposite sex on social grounds like group dates, religious organizations. If you are sorry moon, you know, all those places, events like even going to the shopping mall. What we call shopping mall, and then you just observe people.
Yeah.
And somebody can come your way. You just say hello to somebody. The way the person will act to you, or be receive you, can let you be. It doesn't mean that straight away you are okay, but then you make friends.
Okay.
So you just go through. So that's how we have a lot of places, even funeral, dinner, fundraising activity, everywhere, voluntary activities, political activities, everywhere we go. I said, because we are social beings. Into the even especially more Moko school. You go and sit in a class with people, you know them very well because there you fool together, you laugh together, you share grievances together, and then you can't select anybody. Why are you waiting to go and select? Especially those in the tertiary institutions.
Yeah. So
level 100, you go and sit in the class with people. Now the way you shame. Yeah. Call out. You call Didi. Yes, in the lecture hall. Now we shame. So that's how these are the places we shop for. Like you don't sit and then it comes. It doesn't come. The Bible says that pray, watch and pray.
Watch and pray.
So as you are praying, you are watching. So as you go to those places, you watch. So these are the marketplace for shopping for partners.
Wow.
A lot of them. Recreational, baby, obeshianipa. We call it marriage market.
Okay.
Marriage market. So that one is about group dating, because you are going out in groups. So that one is. Then the next stage is make friends with the opposite sex. So as we go out on group date, after you call abonting, you call ye share where you are saying na me di beniato from na me share usuba in your man. Normally no. When you are seeking for partner, you don't tell the people what you are looking for.
Yeah.
And you know, when you do and a whole shame your man. Into your sorry, your picnic, you are growing and I'm shame. A one na yeshe kunu and ayiri. And see, afe my yes, nafe we been making friends with the opposite sex among the people I've seen.
Okay.
It is a picnic. Your coy will be a minute bowl, do many mission and pick one. You may not know Nipani soon, but be being getting attractive.
Yeah.
Then you interact with the person. Depending on down for on you down for.
Yes.
Because you are still watching. Because wait to me, I share never do baby say, if I wait on your
yeah, okay.
On dinner crack on yes, into no son or children when you're dead. Off our non tonnes on our own conscience, and you take offense like I be breaking a heart. And in your man.
Obviously, make it smart. Like I say, I would want us to be just friends, even to the level of being best friends.
Don't even add that best friend. And you say in Ghana, your connotation of friends has been polluted.
Okay.
Into the moment the opposite sex, oba, there might be more ban or castle as soon as me per wasem. You can say enough for already done the panel drinks of a son in
yeah.
It's when your car say, I want us to be best friends. Okay. Would they just be friends? I just want us to be friends. Best friend will develop from the friends. You see, the more you go out with the person, you learn a lot about the person. So naturally, you develop that best friend, whatever relationship with the person. Before also do I know the person because we are smart. So no sooner you cancel a lot of things.
Wow.
Ube enter be you know when you so now ucho into the best say it's a gradual something. Don't rush because marriage you are worried a lifetime. in Christianity, it says that so vows now you say so death do have. It is so warm by ya. What to make it own?
Yeah.
Into the conquer shemu na fe one shemu here. You bet me ask say life in you. It just make friends with the opposite sex, and then gradually the best friend will come out. We don't say it gets to a point. Say nipa no a day one and kasaya. Then it means you are developing. Because remember, love is not a gift of the spirit. For us, my Bible tells me that love is a fruit of the spirit. It develops. Into fruit dia no yedua. Anamebwa. Se kutuo na mepa, mi die kutuo aba. Begugu so. Adodo ho. Aprune. Ni adia ansa na beso aba ma manya bi ati ayede. Edi. Eti ushia me enne. Na kwa che me sister ku enne me dowa. Eya na ho ya mesre. Because any gift and automatically. Gift like healing, God can give it to you when you are the mouse.
Yes.
1 day, 1 minute, not the amount. But although you are there, you're developing your nature. And you know, within the panel down for opposite sex. And I remember the moment within the panel friends now own car change.
Yes.
You are not committed to the person, so you can date more. Dating is different from courtship. Maybe another time we'll look at those two subjects.
Okay.
Dating, the difference between dating and courtship. And so you are downfall. It means when you be answer you are downfall. And so I can be dating 10, 20 people. Many of them. We are just friends. And I'm shame.
But this side of our world, you know, when we make mention of dating, automatically it comes into mind say uni nipa we na shisheho. And that is how we are thinking.
Wrong.
So mostly people will ask, who are you dating?
It's wrong. So what we are talking about, this making friends, is what we call dating. Dating is different. So maybe we'll find time and look at dating, the difference between dating and courtship. Okay. So when I say I'm dating you, there's no strings, nothing attached to it. And you know, so almost I mean you'll be so called, so you shouldn't get angry. Because we are just friends. But yeah. If in someone you can catch anyone, we are just friends. It is an answer. Bibina and Koyena one. Nippano doesn't get hurt. So we should learn that. It's very, very important. Dating is different. The American case will be share be war. It's not because of group dating. We share be war more only never copy a date. Yeah. But it gets to it narrows when you start making friends. Then it narrows. You are no more now in the group. You share your whole group. I feel we are individuals. So much. Oh, and I want to go and watch maybe Uncle Bo White's movie. Are you free? Can we go together? Yes. I've not proposed anything, so we just go and watch. We laugh over whatever we learn. Then we come back. Yeah. And no, dating. Mean cash in show. Another time, it's many sister B. Ako. Because mean cash in show. We are just friends. To whom how? And he said how. Sana Obanos also to many other guys go out because you are all shopping. You are still at the shop market. Na say maybe touch shirt na maybe ANC mo na mbenya shirt na say nyame fa say it be Jacob before no problem. It's about time we educate ourselves to understand these things very well so that we go. So you make friends with the opposite sex. So gradually, you know, that friendship when you baby. Yeah. It's well say among all the people now when you go out, you know, akosia ama when you but there's a particular one among them. Oh, why no often? Yes. So now every day you want to call the person, check on how the person, then you are falling in love. That's where the love is coming in. Okay. So you don't meet somebody and say I love you. It's wrong. I'm like, are you correct? You know, I'll just make fun of it and say, are you? Because it doesn't sound, because love is a fruit. Yes. And it takes time to. So as you get closer to the person, you realize that you start developing the affection for the person. Then you know that I am falling in love with this particular. So it is there that you start getting more closer to that particular person.
And then you get to know the person more.
So if you think that you have known the person enough, and you think you want to go ahead to propose, then that is where you tell the person, oh, we've been friends for about a year, 6 months. And I think anyone a favor some time. But who say your chemistry, I mean like you did a click. You know, if I say yes, say and no crunch, let's say straight away maybe worry. If I say say you bet me yehu ye. Ni ahwe say bet me. You don't promise marriage. But you still don't know the person very well. So promise na worry. O catch any so if I say say bet me. After yehu. Ni ahwe say dachi. Bet me worry. So that is where we say go steady. So now you are coming to study each other. It was steady for some time because now you have zeroed all the other people. You are committed to one particular person. Because what so then Nante Kakrano. Nafe who see who said nipa way asimi then bra. Then you propose. Say after me for say you bet me. Then courtship starts from there.
Okay.
And he said, almost so over to me, I worry you pana. The say, I want to see people so worry if I know what call any friend knocking. And yet, they are warrior. In Ghana, that is the proper knocking.
Okay, so you go to the family.
You go to the family. So remember, one difference between dating and courtship is that in dating, families don't come in. But you are just friends. But Abra will see you both. Say if I say me worry asimesini na wakache ni so if say me be bo a wo fama ne say so mo hu say me ne wo na ho my dream point wo me tri mu ni say ye hwe say
you betimi aware
e no che say ma worry wo
yes
but ye hwe say you betimi aware
okay yeah but obi sending messages here or say sometimes if you don't promise them marriage they don't see you serious. You see, it's the mentality of the Ghanaian. That is why we are doing some of this education. I can promise you marry, but I won't marry you. Do you like that one? Because me promise to say right away make me worry. If you baby na me who say me worry. Now fail me jai me I mean to me can't choose because my commitment. Yes.
Me can't choose. Then I go ahead to marry and you live in misery. Is that what you want for marriage? No. And you know, so Obia want to take you serious. No, so you're ready. So be worried. Okay. You see, remember there are many men and women. It is about catch up. Serious. You get somebody who is serious. And you see, what shows that you are not serious is that one person. How do you carry yourself? One person now who propose it. Who person? How do you carry? Because maturity should come in, like we did last week. Yeah. This information now you're matured. Then you are also. I mean, I won't. But if the woman see these qualities in you, financially you are prepared. Yes, we are saying, but at least
yeah, okay.
You're okay. At least okay. Good. Oh, you have a vision. Oh, vision. Only so only power is that brain. Man, but that's because or you'll be a but I want this. Yes. You know, any woman wants to see somebody can call, say, you know, this is
my husband.
My husband.
Yeah.
Because we won't be I'll wait to get bluffing. So how you carry yourself is very, very important. And if you just come and you want to sleep with me, I mean nobody will take you serious. You just want me to be a sex machine. No. Nobody will take it. So it depends on how you carry yourself. So if you really want to have a very peaceful and a very good marriage, learn to be friends first. Okay. Because if you are a friend to somebody, the person tells you everything without hiding anything. Yeah. I mean, we have friends. When you go out and you do the stupid things, you don't even feel.
You don't feel shy. Yeah.
And before I can say, person me worry inside out.
Yeah.
Minister be kuni bufu say nothing. Oh yes, I mean, any chair say nothing. Or to say, you know, am I ready to go with that? My crowd is saying, "Subani, I meet me no." And I say, "Into now you've satisfied yourself before you go and propose." And that is why, and into now, Sanyama went in a baby, or more worry for say, lady, we come in, say, no, take around, come on, Bema women, says, because young toyable, and who deal with you. Because we just jump and say, because when you catch any fence over wine, a mister or be hide it. When you miss a perfect, so you also hide. Yes, it will all be hiding. Now, you can't hide anymore because we are sleeping under the same roof. Who said time now only a cotton or tiny fear and also 2 feet. Miss me fear. na me so obesra me say me feel
you on tentem
minimum aduane nua kwa me mama dan fa ye aduane be si wa ma me oba me say
yeah
afi wo ware me a metimi de aduane na ko baby so bi wan baby but are you getting anything that who here say be friend with the person huni pano uko mu fie you know you visit them you have not said anything you are just friends you go there or you me na mutimi yet because sometimes we can be so good friends that you to me coffee the parents are there we all cook and eat
yes
you all cook so and a morning we young cook it in we eat in the family and we study the but on cache Abeku do madam for the family all knows Abeku is my friend so I bring Abeku home but I've not told my parents anything after me who ni bibia me who say I'm okay then I go forward with them asimesi we per se na ma propose we per se e hwese bit me continue aware
yeah
nti nipa ne pene so a na woni ne call the parents o man ne da on say for some time ni sister Joanna say ye di agro ache
yeah
nti e per se ye hwese afi bit me akwaware a nti no anamon say ni say na ye tu nti say nhu se me ni Joanna mo na enye kwan bone so ye hwese
yes
na yetimi aware.
You made mention say you shouldn't go in straight say ukoko propose ya training panel marriage. There's this friend of mine or no okatre lady they say I want a relationship that will lead into marriage. That Putino the lady got into her head say it was straight marriage that the guy was actually in for. But the guy was also saying, I want a relationship that will lead to marriage. So over there, no, na enti asebi na anye ejuma ana say na guy name Putin no ana anko ye amano.
Guy ne de bigidi say wona hwemu no he puts it right. But because your society no ya misconstrue a lot of things. Enti no girl no so for enti amedi kan say onya hia oba bi wo Ghana ha. Now catch any sister me pe wasem me pe say ya down for the first thing about the training say open one another and also pe say you know entina don't even add the relationship because unya call further to say yen nantin yen na function say betimi aware straight away fan say aware
yes
almost only obi na one obeko because we have not been educated socially on that line even ene and aba say yetimi can send for aware any sex ni sa anyama ho our parents don't talk to us about it. I don't know if your parents do.
No.
But growing up, our parents didn't. The only thing say, but that alone is not the problem. One time we also look at why we shouldn't engage in premarital sex. It goes beyond. Yes. And then can say, but it goes beyond that. And it's our
wow.
Serious premarital sex. In God's own wisdom, it has a purpose for that. It's no mesre abrante no wanya bone but because our society is so misconstrued about things lady no misunderstood him it's in America or has a mesre say ebe ya ushi obe bia na person na and can be about relationship just catch any say me pe was say ye nam for after after winning na ehia there some time say sorry I wouldn't share sorry we didn't share some we do any to for my nyoma bia wo pe wo bem and wo hu wonu mu but you say wo share me na also pe ma uni mo even do you know who I am? Do you know the kind of spirit that I mean I've told you we are spiritual beings.
Sure.
And obi ani honhoma etinimu
yeah
it is a honhom na nye papa you are going to tie your soul to it can be a marriage or anything. So we have to be very careful about going about proposing to people. And America say make sure you have watched the person, observe the person for some time.
Okay.
Make a move and get closer to the person and be friends. That's the next stage.
Yeah.
After which you go steady. And see, and no one also koko.
Onipa na ode say you take you serious and ever and say yes, in some instances when you are friends and you propose to the friendship turns into a shyness. In Tabia, it seems it was an error. When you propose to a friend, it turns into shyness. Some too, when you are friends with them, they put you into the friend zone.
Okay.
Like as in why my brother, why my sister.
And also it's very important. Anytime I meet the youth people, because I am a relationship expert in, especially I love working with the young people. Though I work with all ages, but I love working with the people. Whenever I meet the young people, I didn't make a choice, especially a man. And that is what they do, and their rightful partners slip from their hands. At the church now, only Munam say, Niani, they are we. Oh, yeah, no, or see, would you make Christian brother? Oh, my God. That's the problem I have with them. And so they throw their gold into the dustbin. A man in Pachamuntie. So, because how can you marry your enemy? You need to marry your friend. Oh, worry, be a want to mean you are down for, then you have a problem. You can never be happy. Because that is why there are some marriages. Bemani Okruni, you want to me pon straight.
Yes.
Almost ran and topa. Almost to me to say monk come up.
Almost fake.
That is it. And then you sit here and then you allow, you say, oh, I'm a Christian brother. Christian brother saying, oh, Papa, no, I'm in the world. You come from the same blood. No, it's wrong. It's wrong mentality, the ladies. So the ladies out there, Miss Ramu, say, now for even to the new stage, don't treat them as new because on your mamma, on your papa. And as such a person, unim subayina, they am a buffo cran says, almost Eshoni or Muno or fat abonte so for no. No, if you ask her now, will come in a couple of you, Unimuni be Pia Unim.
Yes.
Nanny Pana propose now about Unini relationship. Oh, cannot you come on, about
brother?
No, and a brother says so. What my boyfriend is doing to me, or Timakuma. No, encourage you. Sometimes when they come, just push them away. Of course, the Bible says we should love. We should, but then. It's something that is happening. They will come back and cry on you and have your neck at their shoulder and cry and do all those things. Then they go. So a man is Ramo. A better shall not know yet than for Pewie. On your unia and your mamma by your papa. It's not your mother's son, it's not your father's son. So treat him on that level. So you can have a very beautiful marriage. Because many marriages are suffering because we married people we don't know. We marry people we don't really know because everybody is pretending. But your Christian brother, your Muslim brother, or your sister, you know him inside out. So you can always contain all his nonsense and whatever.
Play morning with Kobe Wealth.
So I believe you are getting the discourse out there.
Sure.
So now you are now entering into caution.
Okay.
And in the qualities you have to look out here. Now age, and that one I think I've already spoken about. I don't know the last time, I think we talked about age. So age is very important. It is good to choose a partner who is close in age wise. And no medical can you are discussing very so it's very, very important. They will say ni pano nemfino enye bebre every woman eboa because esa abako ajojo no na bako ejina so esa e de aware mu infidelity ba. Okay. Because when you be now you are 40, let's say 50. 50. I can't you know what pension. And a woman so now sexual drives no down. It took a be already 25, 26. Also I feel and sexual was through. And you want to be satisfied now, you will go out. Of course, encourage people to go out, but it is happening. They are going out, married people are going out. And engaging in all kinds of things. Which is terrible. Into let's say my age, you know, woman in your close. Into yes, now you know this year. And I feel best history is very, very important. Wow, woman is also very important because a woman comes with all kinds of things. See, in chatting, ask the person to cry over him. What went on when you were definitely you will not know, but your parents will tell you. In my woman, what happened, and all those things, and also look at the person's position in the family. I want to also know. Firstborns there comes, they have their own personality. Lastborns have their own personality because of their upbringing. All those things. It will be our lastborn. Most of them such a person who are in a person or pampan on it when they are no issues. So you look at all those things. The panel position, the best position. Only anything come up. These are the life things because it's not about the event. Marriage is not about the wedding or the event or the aule or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about the life relationship you are going to live with the person.
Okay.
If you find time to do all these things, any position in bed and all that, found out their family background is very important. Or family net is saying, what are your aspirations? Maybe a lawyers, you know. So when you enter in such a you know how to carry yourself.
Yes.
One thing I've learned about in Ghanaian society, baby now you're home they treat you like that.
Yeah.
And I'm a
yeah, that's true.
I mean because office been a minimum or what. I don't kind of dress a pan, my Jimmy suit. When you do, oh madam, how can we help you? Meanwhile, she know.
Yes.
So how you carry yourself? So you have to find out the person's background and know how to also carry yourself when you are entering there. It's very, very important. Because when you'll be a mismatch.
Yeah.
So it's very important. You look at their their life, their family background. And then you also look at the tribal. So Fiji and tribe. So in your tribe, because if you really want to marry from a different tribe, also I remember one time I made a counseling, and I need a discussion about this. And the man can say it's true. Bibi Sassi, or no, he was raised up in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
And in Cote d'Ivoire. So like do courtship stage. Why you ready so be why you want me for bound coffee coach say we are my girlfriend. What are you going to say? They don't accept that. It's not any girl no call out bibia we do baby I say. So in girl on the family side the woman say we in him say onya obe worry oba. Enti you say ne uncle e ba down and na omunde odini chia ne uncle no. And also, uncle, you meet my friend. Because to him, he can't tell his uncle, say the girlfriend. In that culture, there's nothing like girlfriend and those things. Why you ready so for any panel? Then, girl and sister no took offense. Say, I then right up and saw the sister Siana. Because in a Hanoi expect say, oh, she and uncle, or Bam, per se, worrying in it. Yes, girl and sister need took offense. Until later now, uncle no you know, offer when say, Ade, Mrs. Anoya time. Ade on so be I didn't know say. And then the boy took the time to say that no. And but in where we were brought up, or you can anybody he was raised, the whole family is in Cote d'Ivoire. Okay. And so they live that life, that particular tribe. On to me, it doesn't even show respect. Yeah. It's a yes, be a sister, no, but at appropriate time, or the never chair, and make us say, oh, my worry, you know, those. So you should have taken the pain to even explain these things to the girl. No, no, and Sana, they are crazy because I get to a bit with the idea. It could have brought a big misunderstanding. But what it's very important to know the person's tribe, how they relate to gender, you know, it's money in a especially if you are going into that, because they say what's zero on a particular person. Okay. So you need to know more about that person, the age and all those things, the family background, tribal free moon, and then almost Haley as almost system of inheritance. You know, all these things are important. And you feel like in the panel and I say, I did bibi me say bibi Samara say oh na bibi bana inheritance as nothing. You should learn all these things before you put your neck into that. And then find out the person's past relationship history. Oh, as I see, I believe I'm not the first person you are dating or you are courting. Have you had past relationship? Oh yes, no. Also, what happened? That relationship then to me, uncle. Learn all these things because if there are mistakes be or in that time, so that he doesn't repeat that. And I want so and I also I know say you will not be the first person. Yes. So you also share all those relationship experience, which is very, very important. So that then you look at your academic background. It's very important to me. People say that our first school age found school found where do my found. It's very, very important. And you know, Shenipano academic background is the disparity so big. If it's so big, there will be issues. Say you're big, so then you can manage. You're big now, then try to bring the person up encouraging no so embra up no be meet where you are.
Okay.
Work, I've talked about it because who needs sika you can't marry. So look for work and money find out how the person is saving culture. The world spec shani pani the world obi wo ho sika ba ne se when you be blow ni nyina sani pa to any mobra. There are people like that.
Yeah.
Onyes can also shini nyina. But learn how the person spends money. Does he buy impulsively?
Okay, me former a workplace security na owo ho no. I say I say metres can say men am ye adwuma nya no nya no nya me. Nti na etua de ka asana adwuna so enjoy no ho na obedu middle of the month no ni hwi won ho na afide oninam no yo mipacho mame. But we have some messages from Grace Warden Sumono. Say, with respect to the age, what if I am older than the man but he acts very maturely?
Better not say. Mipacho, it's not the best. It's not the best in the sense that a man. I remember last time I said something about that.
Yeah.
Because of the hormonal changes now, the cause of But then if you want it, that's fine. In marriage, it is all our own personal decisions.
Yeah.
We don't force. It's just a counseling we give. And so if you so feel you can go ahead, you can go. But then it doesn't really help.
Okay.
Because man, as we are, because of menstrual challenges I go through, war, breastfeeding, and no matter my
okay.
And it's a nippon who in China that's how we worry now. Oh, worry now, when we say with time, yes, neighbor, no, now what be near Jan? Ubenye Jan do baby. Afe koto joining your mama, or person you having funky sex and all the you to me responding. Obeja. Remember, your husband is not an angel. I'm not encouraging infidelity, no. But remember, okay. And also, intino, and no more push no to me when to me I was standing and shining hoswa or out.
Yeah.
Sounds like help. Intino, and no, Diana is not advisable. But then marriage is our own personal decision. So if you think you are so much in love and you can go ahead, that's fine, but it's not advisable. Because it will be a baby and you will go and look for, so you will become a door wardrobe. Then you will go and look for handbag. Because on UPR, people are like, hey, is that your mother? No, I don't say that. Is that your mother?
Me kind madam for be a Okoshia lady and the lady is a year older than the guy, but I say lady no mudu kakra asin guy no nti bema nadam fu bi hu no bisa ne say aden want na one ne nam na and due to that the guy ni jina so ne girl no break up because of that
because you wouldn't be happy because you want to be proud for people to say my wife. It was starting bisa ne say is that your sister, is that your auntie, is that your mother, then it's like
we have a message from Jan from the UK. I'll say, if education is a factor, majority won't marry you.
Then, you see, it is. From the beginning, you might think it's not a factor. But it is. Because, then, ask yourself, all your mates that you started life with, okay? For instance, those you left at the JHM, I don't know your level of education, but then those you left from the secondary school,
yes,
and then you moved on to the tertiary, where are they in your life? Because sometimes when they get closer to you, they feel they are not matching with you.
Yeah.
The kind of reasoning you bring out and Koma Udinano is way above them, so they don't feel comfortable around you. So we will say, level 100 now, but they are around you.
Yeah.
After level 100, 200, they find their level. They won't come in. They just see you, hello, hey, Charlie, my mate, and but on your body. And so, about the Samsung, when you marry and the educational gap is very wide. It gets to a time when you meet your contemporaries and you can't bring your wife. Not that you will bring her, but she herself will not even find herself you won't feel comfortable.
Yes, around.
Yeah. When you start going, you say, "Oh, you go for your meeting and come," and gradually, it has its negatives.
Yeah,
it can be both sides. The man too don't have and then the lady will be going out meeting executive partners, and then you can't communicate on their line. That's a brofo. What's a brofo? But every business has its own language.
Yes.
And every stage has its own language. And to me, flow. We don't say you yourself, you feel you are not wanted in that group. And I know that I did any brave, especially when it tends to be the opposite.
Yeah.
Also, banning more dear.
Yes.
It brings a lot of problems in marriages. And it's also so bad why any person and they try to bridge up the gap. So who tertiary, not even secondary, try and let the person do some diploma courses or something.
Okay.
Now, because yes, sir, even in decision in life, in the home, the crime breaks problem.
Okay.
Because who raise the decision, not baby. And so there's always conflict in the home. You want to see the children told this way. She also wants to see the children because a level of thinking
is different.
Low.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work. It doesn't. And ask most people who have. You can do a survey. Simple survey to people who married, people who didn't have the same. I mean, their match is there's a big disparity. The marriage normally has problems.
Okay.
Majority. It's problems.
So, Jan from the UK, I believe your question or your main concern has been answered. And okay. So, like I said, the other ones are the other ones are health, which we have already. So when you make your mind that you want to marry this person, let the person go through. All of you go through medical checks. It's very, very important because when you know that you do the checkups, then you know the medical history of the person. So if the person has any chronic illness or anything, you see if you can cope with it. For instance, if the person has a sickle cell anemia, serious SS. If you decide to marry such a person, then you get ready for anything that comes with it. Because you have prepared yourself, you have conscientized yourself. You know that this person is SS, especially with some of the women, depend on the condition. Because some people, their condition is so severe that they can't even bring forth. They can carry babies, but they can't deliver. I know somebody like that. You deliver, you die. But then, because of pressures of society, it's a lie. This one is a true thing. Pressures of, I know, I won't mention, but if I mention, many of you will know the best. It's a true life. The woman was like, oh, because he wanted society to say, meanwhile, doctors have told you that you can get pregnant, but you can't carry a baby. You do that at the expense of your life. The lady went ahead and got pregnant. So that's why you need to know all these. The medical is very important. Help check one casa there. Manipano check if it's possible. Call the same hospital and check it. Then you are sure. Okay, there's no problem. If there's a problem, some of them can be worked on, like hepatitis B and all those, and they can be treated. Now you treat them before you even get into the marriage. Say idea won't see me. Now what you free. And no, you are not committed so much into the relationship. In the beginning, see, you're separate way. Obia anyway, Obia will not get broken hearted. Okay. It's very, and then your home. Remember, your home is your heart. And a healing place where you spend most of your time. So find out if your future spouse wants to stay in his or her house, because there are some ethnic group, I won't mention their names, but they know themselves. No matter what, or I do better than papa. So find out from your spouse. Is she ready to? If you are not ready to move your, because for us Christians, the Bible teaches us that for this reason a man will leave. That's Genesis 2. Verse 20. A man will 24 will leave his father's house and go and be united to the wife. God has a purpose and it works for us. So say, are we going to start our own home, or you are marrying me into your father's house, or find out those things. It's very important. Besides having my wedding shepherd, we are not finna now. See, maybe I also ready so only family got now and also can bring problems. With this one, Andrea, Madam Fubi Kasa, Anna, I say na don't forget obi before oba be worry no bema ne papa ensure say oba ne papa ensure say bema no etu efi ne maame ne papa fie ansana because do omo fie ne so and all no onim say obema ne maame ye like on and off kakra or na aso no sere or na ne buefu nti on pese afiansa maware foforo no obi ba be ha mo adwen ende a me no want to kwa china me no enti kona kope baby na ukonya baby kro na be ware me ba ne ko.
And I think papa no the right decision will take here.
Yeah.
Because shenya me ka say be ma enfini papa fie no wan ka ne keke. Remember say when you marry the Bible for me a Christian, some of my examples will be coming from there, but I don't just say I'm looking down on anybody's religion.
Sure.
Many are no Muslims, any other religious the Bible the can in answer woman in a sense the Bible says oh warrior or Bemani ye a fear tree. Said ya Christo ye asafuno etri. And remember Papa ye three one only feel.
Yeah.
And I want so another tree. So how can two captains captain one boat? There was always be clash.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't know it's here for more than one motion is to say so no papa no mameti. No matter how old you are, only 50 years cry now no papa no mameti. That's definitely. Or treat you to say a queer na or 5 years, 6 years. Or to me I could have a how is your wife going to take that? If you now know your wife, more Jimmy, more bonk, more ye be there, papa, eh, Kwaku Mensa. The same for me, I know Famika no call washing bay.
Yeah.
Then he has to go because he's still alive. Yeah. And then the wife is, I hope Pastor no answer. Won't say, I mean, if you need your independence, go and live in your own home. So you can't live, you can't eat your cake and have it. On to me, why not? Because I know Papa fear now you want to be, oh, Papa, on any fear, you're about 10 I 2 gate. Also, no, Moko Chroma na Mupia, mobile 11. There will always be problem.
Yeah.
I don't just saw any papa on it. He is running his home. So you to go and look for your own home. And then found saying Papa die can't
do that.
So it's not advisable because it brings a lot of problems. Hey, Ababa way, me basic kind of moon sit down. It's not moon to me hide down. See kind of the bomb quite, you know. Every son has had a crowing a chair and now be now. You know, it brings a lot of problems. And not dear, let's say, Moses, more, and she say, a branch and Ababa, and then I mean, or baby, or Warua, or Doba Kotna. And now, Miss Rowe, Miss Albana said, more I know Kotrefia, or per house up and on bear, and no see another problem.
Okay.
We take a lot of these things for granted. After a while, because I was in the house of meet me. Are you ready to pay for a house of? Are you ready to bring a house up into the home? So all these things should be discussed. Obano, so it's not ever near. Oh, Obi any taste. Obi Waha, he's coming from an affluent home. If you are papa, if you a 5-star hotel,
yeah.
Bisano, sa si me budget and do this kind of lifestyle. That is why a man Miss Remo propose here. Mobani who said they would most of you are living in borrowed glory. Now most be can nobody confirm girl out. On himself can you would ya. It's all why not send your man in Babo so what dada. Me don't find dada, we know the problem. Eti Miss Romani who near budget bet me a cater for.
Okay.
Bet me a renting a chamber and hall. Mercy, are you comfortable with that? Me to me renting chamber and hall in East Legon. Me to me renting Medina. And I read Kuanaha. I mean the vicinity, the locality. I wouldn't because some people on whom they were dressing out your home already too high. I feel why not no cause now baby I see in a slam when I did my panel. Tell me slow and fancy. Well, you can't hide this thing forever. Oh, worry now, it will come out.
Okay.
It's the money funny. Parenting. Find out Nipano in future what he wants, he expects, the number of children he wants to raise, family size, family plan, all those things. Because away for the new be me cousin. You couldn't say, Omo, where are you? No, Casson Bell too. Make us a Bemana Saki girl next year. Or some Casson Bell, Omel too. And I too no. On first one on one, Yame and ye in a Polani say, until no name some woman and oh, yeah. A chain of Munya, Bema, no Munya Baba. So the man in I dream with your force away. Meanwhile, no ban so that's on any town. Protection the uncle, so more yet young way and a pregnancy back up as somebody. Then my sin a tick up pie. It took the family almost Casaya and no G2. Wow. And check and another one, so so when you're for Opamo get on with the pregnancy. All the family came in or said no. Say I know Casapalana in your school. Ah, yes, supporting a raise a palan. I feel no one know can say, because a pride was a little to me. Back. They need to make coffee or share and Palan and I do to meet them on I don't know what the two of them two are doing. They say, I don't know. But so these things are very important. Yeah. So anybody can say, you're very tour. Who be son, it is by mistake. Say, because if it's a business again, no go or see the one go for your name. And see, Miss Ray. Say, I know now, so we'll find out. Because Obiani the way of you. Yes. Then you destroy your beautiful marriage. You know, Bisanipano, okay, you want to. But Sebani say, back home, by mistake. I'm boy who buy ye. And you see, we can protect ourselves, but God is God. Say, Yamis of them out 3. Who super 2 of them out 3. Let me about it. There are children who have been, they've made an attempt to buy, but they didn't have Omonko, or Basso better. It is Bisanipano said by mistake, back home, back. Anything. National dream. If it's very strong, say no, and then I want to be careful. Oh, and yes, she said after a year, Kaya Petu, Nathaniel made the Bakwame Kana, you know, the best lesson I ever am more than to me. I review. Then you are cool to go. So this, but most of the time we don't look at these things. They are shiny events, no. And then look at the gender role. You know, society has given us rules. Bema yesi, Oba yesi, Oba unko kitchen, Obema unko kitchen. But in our modern world, Oba is no more a housewife or a career woman. Yeah. Bema also a career man. Yenye Koba. Are we going to maintain that tradition? Say, Oba nkwane no aduane. Or are we going to help each other? See against anya money now. And yes, you'll be disappointed when you say with Bema level of education. You know, society, culture has a very strong hold on us than even the education we go through. Yeah. Until Obi-Wan you feel no, they man yedriane. Sanya de atisho. Until ni muye kra on yedriane. Until why no first we first ufo say oh yeah. But if you are ukwe juma committee be ade asante uni so beba no. Why be beba no to watch him. So what are we to do? You are like, what? Hey, 9 o'clock. What up? Then you get angry. You didn't discuss these things. As we see. So what happens? You know, I'm a career woman. You are also doing this. Sometimes I come home, depending on my schedule, maybe I feel also, but it is all about feeling time saying that then also this year. Because a no cry, a man see to me why a man will enjoy a marriage better. Because a Juma made it 3 hours there. If you are home near the mama, the year animation for homework near the Ottawa. Me when you know, maybe any one better, which you can come near the na me kodana fe no person me da. I would like a bad day. About this, I'm tired. Now, man, is to say, and then you are tired. Maybe I will. Yeah. In fact, as soon as you move here. Oh, I am a friend. And to be matchy, my uncle. It was for your time, no, but it was getting more interesting. But once we have this program on the air, Time with the Counselor, every Friday, it is coming on. And now on the Open Womb Pro, it is coming on. It's here in Nasiaka Siapa, Everma, Counselor, Mrs. Irene Tie-Doe.